Our question number 5. A manufacturer of batteries routinely tests its products to determine the lifetime. Suppose they select a sample of 30 AAA batteries and find that the average lifetime is 1500 hours, and which is the following of this 1500 hours. So that's going to be a statistic. We learned two terminologies. One is called population parameter, the other one is sample statistic. So we use statistic, or we collect sample first and then we calculate a value, and that is called sample statistic. And we use this statistic to estimate the population parameter. Okay? So statistic is the value that we get from the sample. So in this question, so 1500 hours is from a sample of 30 batteries. 30 batteries. So that's a statistic. Okay? And the population parameter is the value that we really want to know about the entire population. Okay? And here, so that's the difference. So statistic is from the sample, and the population parameter is from the population. So question number 6, a salesman normally makes a sale or close a sale on 70% of his presentations, assuming the presentations are independent, and we need to find a few probabilities. The first one is he fails to close for the first time on his sixth attempt. Okay? So we need to calculate some probability, and when we want to calculate probability, we need to think about, okay, which distribution does this description or this case follows? And after we read this question, we see a keyword first time. And in chapter 6, we learned a distribution called geometric distribution. So that deals with the probability that we have the first success on the nth or kth attempt. So that's going to be a geometric distribution. Okay, so let's use the geometric calculator to do this calculation. Let me open the geometric calculator. So that calculators, where's geometric? Okay, geometric, and let's use this number of trials. Okay, okay. There's only one parameter, the probability of success. And here I have to emphasize, we need to give a quotation to the success. So success is the event that we are interested in, or the outcome that we are interested in. Okay, so in this part A, we are interested in he fails to close the deal. Okay, so that means he fails to close the deal is the success event in this case. Okay, then we have to find the probability. What's the probability that he fails to close the deal? And let's go back to the question. It says he makes a sale on 70% of his presentations. So in other words, he fails to close a sale on 1 minus 70%, which is 30%. Okay? So the probability of success is, in this case, is 0.3. And what's the probability that he fails to close for the first time on his sixth attempt? Six attempts, exactly 6 attempts. So X, the number of attempts is equal to 6. So we got this probability. Okay, so that's part A. Part B question. The probability that he closes his first presentation on his fifth attempt. So now the success event that we are interested in is he closes a presentation or a sale. Okay, so the corresponding probability of success is 70%. Okay, because 70% of chance he will make sale or he will close his presentation. Okay, 70%, and what's the probability? On his fifth attempt, exactly on his fifth attempt. Okay, then click compute. Then we'll have the probability. Then part C, the probability, the first presentation he closes will be on his second attempt. Still, we're talking about he closed the deal or he makes a sale. So the probability of success is still 70%, and on his second attempt. So exactly a second attempt. Then click compute. 21%. That's part C. Part D was the probability that the first presentation he closes will be on one of his first 3 attempts. That's going to be interesting. So still the probability of success is still 70%. So which one should we choose? One of his first attempts. So what does this mean? One of his first 3 attempts. So that means he can make a sale on his first attempt or second attempt or the third attempt. Okay? So there are 3 kind of outcomes. He makes his first sale on his first attempt or second attempt or the third attempt. So that means the first success will happen either on the first one or the second one or the third one, which means less than or equal to 3. Okay. So if we can click compute, that's the probability we need.